Hey, good morning and welcome back. It's Captain T with the Pilot to Pilot Network. Summer's kind of winding down. It's time for a getaway. So Pappy and I are headed up the state to the north. We never go south. We always go north. And we're just going to have a look around and do a little camping out of the airplane. Kind of let our head wander and get our priorities straight again. So come on along. Have a little fun. Looking out the window. Kind of foggy this morning.
It's a pretty basic setup we've got. Tent, sleeping bag, small cook kit. On this trip, my brother Jimmy, the other half of the Slow Brothers flight team, joined me. It was fun to have him along. So a little cleanup, good to go. Nice fit. For some of the fairings that need to be filled, I elected to use epoxy resin and milled glass. It gives me a slurry that I can build, and it's much more resistant to abrasion. And on the tail of the airplane, why, those leading edges can take quite a beating. So the end caps there and the tail are mostly going to be this epoxy slurry mix, and we just make a little form there with a fence and just pour it in there, fill it up nice and level, let it dry. For some fill and some build-up, I'm using a epoxy micro balloon and e-glass, milled glass blend. You just mix it up like putty till it's a uniform color, and then go ahead and slather it in. In this case, I'm covering the weights, the counterweights on the elevators. And I missed a little spot there, it came out a little low, so we're just going to fill that in. So the tips on the horizontal stab and the elevator are fitted, and the leading edges and trailing edges are filled in with that epoxy slurry, and the elevator is rough balanced, and everything is a rough fit at this point. We'll finish it up later. Okay, let's talk about rudder tip. It's at the ugly duckling stage, but I doubt very much if anybody's ever going to look inside of here. What we got here is a case of somebody that fitted the rudder tip to the top of the rudder, but they didn't really fit it, they just stuck it on there and drilled holes in it. So the holes have been moved. All of the holes here, the original holes, got filled with a fiberglass, milled glass slurry and machined down to flat again. Then we put a backer plate on the inside, full length on both sides. We're at the airport. 25 thousandths. That was glued in place. And because of the fit on this thing, the nose end is not going to work. So that has been removed, and there's a plug in there right now. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this on, because it fits really great now. We just don't have a leading edge. I can build a leading edge once it's on there. Okay, so a few minutes ago, you heard me tell you that I had to cut this off, and now we don't match, right? So what I've done is I've scuffed up the edge here so it'll bond, and I taped this off with Mylar tape. And now I got a handy dandy little form I'm going to slip on there like that. I'll clamp that in place nice and snug. Well, once again, we have reinforced the inside of a tip fairing, the old JB Weld and 25 thousandths aluminum trick. And we'll clean this up, and then I got a foam insert that goes in there to give it some body so that we can put it in and maybe drill it, maybe rivet it. Might be able to get the whole thing together today, I don't know. It goes right in there like that there. See that? Fits like a glove, eh? So, after only a couple days, we have a custom fitted tip. See that? It's a beautiful thing. It's all dimpled and ready to rivet. All too soon, it was time for the world's 2 slowest aircraft to take to the sky and return. I, of course, could not stand to not do the showboat takeoff. The trip home was hot but uneventful. I'm still grinning from ear to ear to think that I finally have flown with an airplane that was actually slower than the Murphy. My thanks to Brother Jimmy for coming along. We had a great time. Hey, and my thanks to you as well. We appreciate each and every one of you that follow us along. You know, if you're enjoying the videos, we wish you'd take time and punch that subscribe button so that you're hooked up, and tap the bell at the same time so that you get a notification every time we publish. For now, it's Captain T. We'll see you around the airport. So long.